up, sugar buggers? Welcome back to another video in the What That Perk Do series, where I tell you what certain perks can do, what other perks synergize well with them, and I give you some builds to try out with that perk. Today's perk, because we're going in alphabetical order, is Balanced Landing. Balanced Landing is a Nia perk that allows you a short speed boost after falling from any kind of great height, like the random hill that's on every map for some reason, the second story of a two-story map, and any tall structures the game has offered to you. It makes it so that you have barely any pause when landing from that great height and allows you a swift getaway from that killer chasing you. Overall, Balanced Landing works pretty much like every other exhaustion perk in that it briefly turns you into a Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow! There are a few drawbacks to using this perk over a different one. For example, some maps have almost zero elevation to actually be able to use Balanced Landing on. Or you really have to go out of your way to find the spot and then kind of hover in that area the entire game in the little itty bitty off chance that a killer will find you so you can utilize the perk. I much prefer to use Lithe over Balanced Landing because there are always going to be windows and pallets on maps. 100% guaranteed, there is not a single map that does not have a window, but I can name a couple maps that don't have a spot to jump off of. By the way, it's always called falling from a great height. It's 8 meters. I don't know why they call it great height. It's 8 meters, but who's measuring in this game? Who's measuring? Who knows? Essentially, the only reason I ever use Balanced Landing for is those tome challenges that say fall from a great height. So when I get that, I always like to make a build that features Balanced Landing, and then we add in Fixated, a Nancy perk that is a great perk to pair with Balanced Landing, or really any exhaustion perk, because it allows you to walk faster and recover from the exhaustion state faster. You can also see your own scratch marks, but that doesn't matter as much when thinking about it in the context of Balanced Landing. Along with Fixated, I like to add in Vigil, a Quentin perk that is going to allow you to recover from the exhaustion effect faster, especially when combined with Fixated. You also will recover faster from almost all of the bad status effects, like Exposed and Broken and Hemorrhaging. On top of Fixated and Vigil, I like to add in Dance With Me, which is a Kate perk, and it's a really fun perk to mesh with Balanced Landing because it will allow you to quickly vault from a high up building, get that speed boost from Balanced Landing, and leave no footprints behind. If you put all 4 of these perks together like your favorite little Pokemon, you get a pretty nice stealth build that's going to help you get away from that killer and keep away because they're not going to find you. While I think Balanced Landing is a fun perk, I'd like to say that its use is really limited down to luck on where you are in the map and what map you get. Yeah, you can kind of mess around with map offerings to guarantee a little bit more success, like Eyrie of Crows if you want to be a monster to that poor killer, because that has plenty of height space to get away with. But then sometimes you'll land on Autohaven Wreckers or the farm, and there's nowhere to go, nowhere to jump off of except basement. Basement stairs work, but do you really want to be running around basement with a killer? Be honest here. That's almost a guarantee you're gonna die in that basement. Especially if it's a trapper and he's trapped the basement. So this perk really is amazing when the map has the high places, but sometimes you will get hit with that tiny little itty bitty baby map that doesn't do much. I don't recommend this perk in any serious gameplay. I'd recommend that you run Lithe instead because again, there's guaranteed to be pallets, and windows to vault on every map. Of course, you could use Sprint Burst, but I think we all know at this point I hate Sprint Burst. I despise Sprint Burst because I'm the type of idiot that likes to hit shift when I'm walking with my character and I forget that I'm running it and then I've wasted the perk. I've done it so many times. At this point, I just avoid it like the plague. And that is it for Balanced Landing. If you guys have perks that you like to run with it, please let me know because I struggled looking for perks that would really work well with it, because really any perks will work, but mostly it's things that are going to take that exhaustion away and just help you to regain it. If you did like this video, please feel free to subscribe so that you can see more of this series. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye!